about calling Rick Tittle, just put down that phone and shut your ugly face.
That's a little bit aggro. Welcome back to the show. TJ Miller is with us. He is at Cobb's Comedy Club. 2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow as well. What's interesting, I do interviews with filmmakers as well, and before you came in, I had Rich Little, of course, one of our all-time favorites, yes.
You just like him because his name is like your last
name. No relation, yeah. Then I'd have Nick Nipple a little bit later.
Nipley.
Yeah, and Dick
Titillating Dick Little.
One time I interviewed George Kittle of the Niners, and I said, no relation, and he was just crickets. Yeah. I said, okay. But I interviewed 2 Tribeca directors, and you had a film that you were in that was at Tribeca. What is there I know you're not in that part of Manhattan, I don't think, but what's the buzz like for Tribeca?
Well, it's I'm sorry. I realized tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Tribeca's great. It's like the Hollywood Film Festival, which is great. I had a film I did with Drew Barrymore called The Stand-In,
mm-hmm.
and that was it was a pretty dark Hollywood satire. So that was going to go to Tribeca, and it was the perfect place for it to go. And then it was the pandemic, so that got totally screwed up. But I like it because I also live in New York. It's a New York sort of film festival. It's got that sort of vibe. And now Sundance is moving to Boulder, Colorado.
What?
Yeah, so we'll see what that's all about.
Oh, wow.
Park City, Utah.
City.
See ya.
That's too bad.
But I wanted to mention tonight,
mm-hmm.
The shows that I'm doing are in support of the Aneurysm and AVM Foundation.
Mm-hmm. AVM is?
The thing that I had.
What's it stand for again?
Arteriovenous malformation.
Oh.
And so you can go to taafonline.org, TAAF online.org. And I had brain surgery in 2010. The surgery that I got was a 10% fatality rate, was what they sort of said happened. And so now I work with TAF and other neurological institutes and organizations to bring awareness about AVMs and aneurysms, which affects more people than you even realize. And then I'm a brain injury, TBI, traumatic brain injury survivor. And I talk a lot about and try and help people understand that it's kind of an invisible disability. I'm working on a joke about it right now because they took out a golf ball sized piece of my right frontal lobe.
Oof.
And in 2010. And so I have these cognitive deficits, and the joke that I'm trying to work on is that, it manifests itself in, like, I have trouble remembering certain things, and they might be the name of your spouse or your dog, even if you've told me those things several times. I have a tough time knowing when to stop talking, or, like, social cues, almost on the spectrum in terms of, I don't realize that you want to talk or break in or anything like that. And
so that explains it.
You go through the list. You go through the list, and I asked my neuropsychologist, I go, wait, so all this just makes me look like a real...
Don't say it.
I can't, but it does. That's... So I know because of this, everybody just thinks that I'm and she's like, I could see how that would be. So it is this thing where it's like, I wear a lanyard in the airport.
That says?
It's just it's a disability. It's for,
does it say flame retardant?
Because get away, San Fran.
Well, then you can bring on maybe a certain sort of animal to help you.
A service animal?
Yeah.
Just a tiny little
service
koala.
Donkey.
It's a koala.
Well, let me ask you this as a TBI guy, because I played high school and I played college football, and I had some pretty bad, I was free safety in the 80s, so it was this all boom, boom, head-on-head contact. And I sometimes wonder, like, if I take a shower and I get out and the shampoo's still in my hair, I'm like, is that just senility, stupidity, or is that CTE? What do you think?
I mean, maybe. Like I was talking about, how I kind of, I'm grieving recently because my mother died. And
I'm so sorry.
That's okay, unless you had something to do with it. That's my only joke. There's only one joke.
That's pretty good.
That's the joke. That's the only joke I have.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking about, I might have trouble sort of like executive functioning, trying to figure out appropriate times to have emotional feelings about it. But then I was talking to somebody and they go, well, you know, I had that, or I know somebody, so they're kind of like, it's different for everybody. So it's hard to pinpoint exactly, you know, what, and then there are upsides to it too, because, you know, I think this is because of it. I don't really care what people think about me. I don't think about what they think about me. So I won't leave here and be like, did Rick Tittle have a good time? Did he think I was cool? Or did he think I was an old wet blanket and a firm mattress?
That's pretty good.
Yum, yum, yum. I just won't think about that. It's not that I won't think about you. I'll go, I love that guy, but I just won't spend a lot of time. So that could be a product of, you know, the brain injury.
But you don't set aside times to be emotional. They just come, don't they?
I mean, I feel like crying right now about
Well,
this interview, but
let's go viral.
I don't think,
Yeah.
just can't set aside the time.
3 p.m. a meeting with the Thompsons. 4 p.m. early dinner. 5 p.m. cry.
About the Johnsons.
There you go.
And then have dinner. Look at that.
How good are you as a crier on on camera? If this doesn't make people tune into Twitch right now, that's pretty good, because usually there's like a little bit of latency there.
You know, but there's no latency.
But as Woody Allen
When
said,
I'm
I
at my
had no
Twitch
latency.
tongue. What?
As Woody Allen said, I had no latency period. Yeah, where you're not interested in girls. Yeah. Did you ever have that?
Crickets.
I'm not the comedian. I can live with it.
Hey, Bailey! Get yourself together back there, you little Nepo baby.
Nepo baby.
I thought that was so funny. I thought that was such a dumb movement where they were like, there's nepotism in Hollywood. I was like, who cares? But then we started, the next film I'm doing is a Christmas movie, and I wrote it with my buddy, and oh my God, we had an interaction with sort of a producer who hired their son as sort of nothing. There's a director, actually, I remember early on in my career, and he had his, like, nephew or something, maybe it was his son, was sort of the assistant director or whatever, and this kid was an idiot. He was so dumb, but no one could say anything negative about him. Nobody could correct him, none of that. And then, you know, these guys, they have no motivation to work. I was talking about this with some of the staff last night. If you're independently wealthy, which my wife a little while ago was like, don't you wish you were just like independently wealthy? And I was like, why? She goes, well, you know, then we wouldn't, you know, have to. And I said, well, then we wouldn't have any work ethic. There'd be no motivation. If you're not afraid of getting fired, then you're never going to
Paying your bills.
live up to your potential. You're never really going to step up to the plate because you don't have to.
Right.
You know? And even if you're the hardest worker, oh my gosh, I work so hard. If there's really no consequence for you financially, and there's no way for you to get fired, you're really not working as hard
That's
as
what they
you
say
should.
about athletes that sign the 8-year, $300 million deal. They're like, well, is he going to try now? And usually they do, but they don't have to.
They don't really have to. And it's weird though, because they then, if they didn't try and they're not great, they're like on the world stage failing. And you can quantitatively say,
What a waste of money.
yeah. And also just, oh my God, you know, he lost. What a loser. I think there's so much competition in sports, it might be different.
They're born competitors, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm not, I mean, I don't know. You know, I'm an excellent badminton player, and people mention it all the time. I'm surprised you haven't actually.
Did you pronounce the N? Did you say badminton?
No. I don't even pronounce the B. I said admin. I'm an excellent admin player. Bailey.
No, Ailey.
Dump it!
Don't pronounce.
Hit the dump button!
God.
Do you know what? It's,
Before I came in here, he kept
Yeah.
looking at me and going,
you should just get a webcam and this program, and you could just do that all day. That's like Steve Martin, the old joke. I couldn't be a woman because I would stay at home and play with my breasts all day.
yeah, that's really funny.
So
Started here.
He did. Tell me more about the hot sauces and the peanut butter and all that stuff.
No, let's talk about this. My lime, I forgot to turn it off. So
You brought a lime over here?
So I have had
The scooter kind?
So I have had a lime ride going right now. There might be a homeless guy on my scooter.
Might?
Heading to Coit Tower after a brief sojourn at Alcatraz. What a disaster. This interview is going to cost me $85. That's
think of all the tickets you're selling in Mount Pleasant.
To my comedy show tonight at San Francisco at Cobb's Comedy Clubs in support of the TAF organization.
And TAF means?
The Aneurysm and AVM Foundation. And you can go to tafonline.org and or come to see the shows tonight, and we're doing a portion of the proceeds go to the Aneurysm and AVM Foundation. And again, I like to say, to help raise awareness about the invisible disability, which is a traumatic brain injury.
And people should know that you weren't like straight-laced Clark Kent. You had this brain thing, and now you're like T.J. Miller. You were already T.J. Miller, and then you got this, right?
Yes, I was born with it, but the surgery happened
You were
in
born with it?
2010, yeah.
Okay, because TBI is usually, I always think like a brick hits you in the head.
So here's the weird thing. So my traumatic brain injury was the surgery.
At birth?
No, when I was born, and then later it hemorrhaged, and they had to perform brain surgery to take that golf ball. I was 30, I guess.
Oh, wow.
And they took the golf ball sized piece of my right frontal lobe out, and when they did that, when you open up a person's head and air hits your brain, it's never the same.
Did you know you had that your whole life? And you're like,
No, they found it from the hemorrhage. I was doing a major motion picture, Ailey.
Actually, we got to go to a break,
picture,
and then we'll come back and we will have
a major motion picture called Yogi Bear 3D.
That was very good, and we're going to come back. We'll have 2 minutes left with TJ Miller, who's at Cobb's Comedy Club. Cliffhanger. Come on back on Sports Byline.
Life insurance is one of those things that just about everybody needs, but few people actually have. Hey, if you die unexpectedly without life insurance, guess what? You'll leave your family with even a bigger mess. Life insurance will help replace your family's income. It'll help cover burial expenses. Life insurance can even help pay off debt like credit cards and medical bills. Life insurance can even pay for college. And if you own a business and you die, life insurance can help your business from collapsing. It can even help cover estate taxes. Life insurance has never been more affordable and needed. Plus, you can always shop around even if you have a plan and save some money. So call the Life Insurance Quote Line right now for free pricing information.
800-915-9654. 800-915-9654. 800-915-9654. That's 800-915-9654. Do you need to sell your home? If you've sold a home before, you remember how stressful and expensive it was. Sold.com is here to help you sell your home for the most money and with the least amount of stress. There are new ways to sell your home that you've never heard of before. Did you know there are companies who'll offer you cash for your home? Did you know you could trade in your home for a new one? Did you know there are realtors who'll sell your home for a flat fee instead of an expensive commission? It's true. Sold.com services are free. So if you're looking to sell, make this free phone call right now and learn how your next home sale